probably gonna interrupt us. She'll be home at 8. But how you doing?
I'm cool. I'm cool. You know, what I mean, I got my little intro. I got my Incredibles hat. My son,
I
my,
see.
my son blessed me with the hat. I told him I'm about to go on the podcast. He came and gave me the hat. He's like, put it on your head. So
Oh,
I got, yeah, I got to represent for the youngin. You know what I mean?
and
So
there's nothing wrong with that.
right,
That's
right, right.
that's what we supposed to be around here doing.
Yeah, yeah. He gave it to me like a gift, like one of the movies, like a superhuman gift. Like you give the dad the sword. Go get him, dad. You know what I'm saying?
I loved it.
You know what I mean? So it's all good. How you been though? You cool?
Huh? Life be lifing, but I'm
Mm.
good.
Okay, okay, okay. Coming from the queen over there. You gotta give a definition of what that means. A lot of us don't know what that means exactly. So you gotta give us your
What is life?
definition.
What does life be
Yeah,
lifing
yeah,
mean?
yeah. We gotta know all that. We gotta know all that. We gotta know all that.
It just It just means that life will throw you obstacles, curveballs, problems, issues,
Mhm,
and bullshit. And you got to know how to dust yourself off, move accordingly, act accordingly,
mhm.
and not move and act in emotion so that you can stay above what you need to stay above. And don't let anybody take you out of your character, your demeanor, or anything else to give them the upper hand in anything that they try to throw at you.
Okay, okay. I got you. I got you. Okay, I got you. I got you. Hmm. So what do you do over here? We got a thing where we embrace chaos. You know what I mean? So a lot of people say when they get negative energy or crazy situations, they try to move away from it. How do you handle it when the
It de-
life gets when the crazy stuff hits you? Do you get out there and you be like, man, get up off me, man? You know what I'm saying? Or do you be like, man, I ain't
it,
paying no attention, move around? Which way you do?
it depends on what the situation is.
Mm.
Some things you have to tackle on head first, and some
Mhm.
things you have to move around and accordingly.
Okay, okay, all right, okay, I got you, I got you.
Mhm.
All right, that's what's up. So I don't know. We got various topics we want to talk about. So what I want to be able
Okay.
to discuss is this. I'm gonna hit you with this question.
Okay.
February. What does Black History Month mean to you specifically?
Nothing.
Why you even look like that? You need to stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
What did I
Stop
do?
it. Stop it. Why you look so nonchalant and bland and just say that? That is like that's just like an answer that is not expected. Okay, so why does it mean anything? The reason why I say hold on, need some context. We come from a culture where it's just drilled into you since school, right? It's just
Mhm.
since school, February, the whole month, we get Harriet Tubman for 1,000 years, right? We get these
Mhm.
same people, whatever, like that. So why, when we get to where we at in life right now, explain like why you just like, yo, that don't even mean nothing to me like that.
First of all, I feel like the reason why the month doesn't necessarily mean too much to me is because every month should be Black History Month.
Okay, okay, let's dive into
Um,
that. Okay.
we we as a people should be celebrated every month.
Mhm.
We should not just be celebrated in the shortest month of the year for a couple days to remember certain people who have done certain things or to buy black or to
Mhm.
whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
You should be buying black all the time if you're a black person. You should be supporting your people all the time because you know the opposition that we face.
Okay.
You should be constantly remembering and putting out the love out there
Mhm.
for everybody who invented and built and made things happen for us all together.
Mhm.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be the ancient gods. It doesn't necessarily have to be the people who came through slavery. It doesn't necessarily have to be the inventors, like us as a whole who are out here trying to make a difference, whether it be past or present, or those you see trying to do something for the future. We should all be celebrated all year long and come together and do that all year for each other, regardless. Like, that's why I say this 1 month means nothing to me,
Mm.
because at the end of the day, I don't want you to highlight me in 1 month. I need you to highlight me all year when you know what it is.
Okay. I got you. So you do you think um who needs to pretty much how can I say it, make it all year, or is it something from an individual basis? When you say all year, it should be black people um in the United States or around the world should be doing something positive and constructive for other black individuals all year round. We should not just be doing it for just a month.
Correct.
Okay, I got you on that. Yeah. I wonder like this. I
Yeah.
wonder like this too. I wonder why do you think when black people open up a business, how how you can have Louis Vuitton, right? And then you can have a
Hmm.
woman making something almost like Louis Vuitton. Like just say it's a purse, right?
Hmm.
And black people been supporting Louis Vuitton like for all these years, whatever like that. Why they don't help the young woman, whoever she is, when she's trying to get hers off the ground? Why can't why they don't? Because the reason why Louis Vuitton is so popular, a lot of it is because of black people, right? Made it so
Hmm.
popular. But the thing is, why don't they look at something that's comes from their own culture? Because Louis Vuitton is like Italian people or something like that, right? They're not even from the culture. So what do you think is the reason why more black people don't be like, yo, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a whole bunch of bags from her, or I'm gonna blow her stuff up in a song or something in the culture?
There's no hype behind it.
Really?
I I feel like a lot of people follow the hype and follow the fame and follow the trends instead of
Mm.
being trendsetters and creating the hype.
Mm.
And that's really what it is. Because me personally, I don't even own anything Louis Vuitton.
Right.
I have very few items that are actually name brand.
Mm.
But when I step out on this scene, I'm setting my own trend. Like, I know how to dress and put things together.
Mm.
And I'm not paying a whole bunch of money for my outfit when I step out. Like, my outfit ain't $400.
Right. My
So
grandma
I
broke me
think
up
it's
out of that shit.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's just it goes down to people just have to feel like, they have it and the hype and I can afford this. It's all a show for no reason.
Right.
It's
I
all a
remember.
show for no.
Go ahead. You said it's a
No,
show for
I
no
was just
reason.
repeating it. It's a show for no reason.
Mm. I remember my grandma she used to say, if this is back in them Jordan days, you trying to buy all this stuff. She used to say like, if nobody was alive on this earth, would you still buy it? Would you still pay $200 for a damn pair of shoes? My grandma was so cold. She used to be like, for $200, I can go buy you some church shoes. I'll buy you some boots. I'll buy you two pair of shoes. I'll get you some socks, some drawers. She's like, I can give you all this stuff. You just got one set. Look at all this stuff I done just got you that you need. She's like, you paying for that little man that's on that shoe though. Like he's like, you're not, because if you look at the quality is pretty much almost the same to a certain degree. But then she was like saying like it's all a part. She was used to say like, what was that one store, man, that every kid's like dreaded that growing up? It used to be oh my god, Payless. Payless was the store. You get you you drive into you see a Foot Locker in the mall, little thing, and you got to roll up in Payless. Man, you be like, oh no, not Payless, no, don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Man, Payless was the oh my god, that was the beginning of a lot of trauma when it came to fashion, boy. You know what I'm saying? But
But I think for boys, I think for boys it's definitely a bigger struggle when it comes to fashion.
Hell yeah.
They yeah, they expect you guys to step out in certain type of shoes and clothing and all of that stuff versus we don't really have that much of a struggle when it comes to that. You know, we got to look good, but ain't nobody making sure our shoes ain't coming from Payless versus they making sure y'all
Yeah.
shoes ain't
Hell yeah, yeah. That was so crazy. And
coming.
it's good that you bring it up because a woman, just take the man out, just say shoes, right? Say you got some high heels on. The girl is gonna say they look nice. She ain't gonna be like,
Mhm.
oh, is them a certain type of brand or some type of shoe.
Right.
They look at our shoes, they be like, yo, you ain't got no Nike sign on that joint. You ain't got no what the hell you got on your feet? Like, I don't care if it's brand new though. That don't have no name on it. That's popular.
Right.
So that's a problem though. Like we're yeah, man. You ain't man, remember in school though, you used to be popular just because you had on Jordans? Like people would be popular
Mhm.
just because they had a polo shirt. It'd be like you don't even have to talk
Yeah.
to him. You just see him, be like, that dude is cool. Oh my god, he's just so cool because he got a fucking polo shirt on.
Yeah.
That is crazy now when you look at that shit.
Me and my kids used to go through it. I'm more so with my youngest son than my oldest son. I had to teach them the value of not not wanting to necessarily always have to wear the latest
Mm.
200 and something dollar shoes and name brand things. And as they get older, they're kind of tapping into it now that I make them kind of spend their own money, especially
Right,
my
right. Yeah.
grown
Oh
son.
yeah, you gotta do that. When they gotta spend their own money for them chores, or them that decision making change, boy. That is that decision making change quick, boy. When you gotta wash them
It does.
floors and shovel snow and cut the grass for that whole month, you get that 200. Yo,
It does.
you
Yeah,
you spending different. You is
it does.
spending different.
And I'm the type of mom where, you know, I have a grown son. He's 20 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ask him where he live, he gonna stay with his mama, but he
Right,
don't live here because he ain't never here.
right, right.
But since you live here and all of your stuff is
Mm-hmm.
here, it's a storage fee. So I need you to pay. I need, I
Yes.
need you to pay such and such and such.
Yeah.
So like I'm very because I know how hard society is on men, especially our men.
Mm-hmm.
It is important to me to make sure that my sons know the value of taking care of home, no matter
Okay.
where you're at.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter where you lay in your head or what you're doing out here or how you moving and all of that stuff. You need
Mm.
to take care of home.
Okay. Okay.
So right now, home is your mama house.
Right. 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 Right.
Until you can get on your own and you have your own lady and y'all doing what y'all do or whatever the case may be.
Mm.
But they definitely have to tap into responsibility.
So.
Definitely have to tap into that. And you know,
Mm-hmm.
I
That
have
makes
had
sense.
somebody yeah, and I have had somebody tell me that, you know, I'm too hard on my oldest son as far as the responsibilities that I make him have and he be trying to catch up on this and do that and it's too much on him. And I basically was like, no.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like he gonna learn how to maneuver through life when life hits.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the same time, it's certain things that he put himself in to cause him to have the debt that he has. So
Mm-hmm.
just because you did that doesn't mean that this bill stopped, that bill stopped, responsibility stopped. You still got to figure out how to juggle all of that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hold on a second.
And I'm gonna make
Come on. Let's go in here. Hold on 1 second. Hold on a second.
you go.
You're gonna see me.
He's so cute. Sure do. I want one.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
Um, So, and that's what I'm teaching him. It's not so much I'm doing it because I'm trying to be hard on him or you know what I'm saying, he has to help his mother out. I'm doing it because when he does become that grown ass man who has his bills and all of that stuff like that, he'll know how to handle those situations where he needs to budget, balance, and figure it out.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
starts at it starts at home, and that's what I always used to tell them. You think I'm being hard on you? You think I'm a bad mama? But when you not in my house and you got it in somebody else's house, you gonna understand why I'm making you do this in this house. And they have been in situations where they've had to be somewhere else, and they
Mhm,
knew how to be out the way and
mhm.
survive on their own because I had already instilled certain things in them. They ain't have to ask nobody to do nothing but lay their head down.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, because if they got that skill level, especially a male, if he got that skill level, let's just say, you know, they got to go by somebody's house or whatever, right? Just say they go by,
Mhm.
you know what I mean, go by and visit or go by and stay for a little bit. You always, when you have those skills and stuff like that, you can always come to somebody's house and be purposeful. Like you can already have
Right.
any, like you'll see some dishes when you need to be washing dishes. You know how. So you'll just go and you just get to washing them dishes up, man. And you
Wash
get
the
to thing like
dishes.
you get to
Yep.
sweeping that floor on up. And people look at you like,
Yep.
yo, that's a beautiful thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that. Yeah, you could come over here more often. And you should have some
Right.
type of some added value that you go wherever you is, like whether it's a place or whether it's being around people. You know what I mean? One thing
Mhm.
that when we do over here at Revolut, what I tell like my son, like how I'm teaching him and everything like that, is I feel like a man should take care of his mama better than he take care of his woman. That's a belief system. I feel like they're like it's like this. Just say I got okay. Just say I got my woman right here, right, and I got my mom right here. I would have to explain to my woman there is no me and you without this over here. There
Mhm.
ain't no there ain't no me in a relationship with this woman without the woman who gave birth to me, who sacrificed her life in order for me to be what I am to you. So
Mhm.
how can I look at you fully, right? As, looking at my woman fully and be like, yo, I'm gonna take care of all these bills and all that, and my mama need help on her bills. Like I gotta take
Right.
care of moms, dude. Like I gotta make sure before I can be with you like that and do that type of responsibility. Like that's one thing about that 100% what people be saying in relationships. I think you have to be 100% take care of your mom first, dude. If your mom was in your life, dude, and she was struggling in 4 or 5 jobs or whatever she needed to do in order to help you, and you know that, right? You know she helps you. You know that's your superhero. You know that she got you out of jail. She did all these things for you and you know that, and you became to be a more polished man because of her dedication and loyalty to your upbringing and your growth and development, yo, she should not have no bill. Your 100% go to your mom. You got to make sure your mom is good. You got to make sure your mom is going on them vacations for all that goddamn hard work. You got to make sure your mom is going to the spa, getting them ankles and stuff turned around a little bit, them feet massaged for all that goddamn. Your mom ain't had no massage since she was 20 something years old, probably. Well, she the one who really need the massage, goddamn shit. She the one who really need all that goddamn hard work and shit, man. Her ankles and Achilles heel and her calf muscles hurting like a mug, man. She need to be going on those spa trips too. She need to want to be having her
Right.
clothes in the house looking fresh because she wasn't able to have clothes because she was having you have clothes. You know what I mean? She wasn't able to style a certain kind of way and do for her because she looked beyond herself to take care of you. Do how dare you go take care of somebody you barely even know and forget about me as your mom? You feel what I'm
I
saying?
think I do understand what you're saying, and I think it's like a lot of men can't do both.
Yo, you don't need one of them then. You can't be in a relationship until you
That
take care of mom.
that a lot of men financially can't do both, and it goes back to how they say if you're gonna have more than one woman, you need to be able to take care of all of these women. And a lot of men can't take care of all of them. Well, somebody gonna lack something. Somebody gonna get all the gifts and finance, and I'll be showered with all the gifts. Somebody bills gonna be paid, and somebody just gonna get the dick. Like everybody ain't gonna
Right,
get everything.
right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
So
You're right.
So it depends on the caliber of woman and how he looks at you to say which part of it that you gonna get. Are you gonna be the one that I just come lay up with and move on? Are you gonna be the woman that I'm gonna give a gift to it and make you feel like you're special? Or are you gonna be the woman I take care of financially and make sure your lights and the shit over your you got a roof over your head? Like which category you fall in?
Right. So the thing is, I'm gonna put this charger. My bad.
You
But the thing
fine, you
is,
fine.
it's like moms get that first, man. Moms
And
get the
I agree,
moms
but
get the moms get the moms get the house taken care of. Mom, you gotta go over there and cut that
I
grass. You gotta do all that.
I agree, but a lot of men can't handle all of that. And I can say, there are a handful of women who have that jealousy streak, even when it comes to a mom. Like they be standing in the way of too much. But again, that's up to the man to break that down to them and make them respect what it is.
So I'm gonna ask you a
Because
question.
I, Mhm.
Let me ask you a question. With your son, right? Would you feel comfortable? Say your son, he dating a woman, whatever like that, and she gotta come in, and you gotta be able to approve it to a certain degree, like scan her out, talk to her, slight interrogation. How do you feel about that?
Mhm.
See if that's because you know your son more than she know. So do you, as a mother, do you do the slight interrogation and be whispering in her ear like, "Yo, you need to chill on this one." Like she for this, that, and that. Yo, don't even go that far, man.
um, they don't bring nobody home to me.
Why? Why? What's the reason? Hold on one second before you say that.
They
Hold on.
That's what I went out. Now, man, now.
All right, I'm here. I'm here. So why? What's the reason?
Um, because from when I asked, it wasn't my oldest who said it was more so my youngest. They
Okay,
said
what's the
that
age?
they
What's
feel
the
like
age?
I'm
What's
gonna
the
be
age? What's the age? What's the age?
20 and 16.
Okay. Oh, you getting more fresh. High school. That's sophomore action. Okay. That's good right there. 16.
So
Okay.
so they said because they feel like I'm gonna be hard on her.
Uh, but are you? Aren't you supposed to do that?
So but then I've always been, even with my brothers, like my brothers even like never ever put a female in front of me and actually introduced her to me unless it was somebody they was actually finna be with.
Hmm.
Like nobody has ever brought a stray home to me. And I've always said, I don't want to meet no strays. Like
Why
what I'm meeting
not?
her for?
Why not?
Cause for cause for what?
Okay. I'm gonna give you. Okay, check it out. I'm gonna give you
I,
a reason why.
and I know the strays kind of like put you in a mindset of what they got going on or whatever. But I personally, if I'm gonna meet them, let's meet them at the door. Don't bring them to my house.
Okay, be about the door. Okay, let's go out to the park.
Yeah, yeah. Let. I don't have a desire to meet the beat down. I want to meet the one that you say, ma or sis. I like her. What you think about her? Da da
Okay.
da da da.
All right. So what? Okay, that could be a. Okay, that's why it could be a problem, right? So say. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. So say he meet the girl, right? He meet the girl,
Mhm.
and he do all these things with her. He feel like that's the one. Then he bring him around
Mhm.
y'all. He'd be like, "Yo, you missed that? She don't even wash her hands, man." Like, or you know what I'm saying? Like, she just came out the bathroom and she didn't wash her hands and she just touched the steak and got to cook it. You missed that? Like, you know what I mean?
So, but see,
Okay.
but I have conversations with them.
Okay.
So so I might not be meeting the stray or whatever, but I really give my kids the game.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
really get them, yeah. So me and them have them, they friends, my nephews. Like we have some whole conversations.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
who, yeah, like I might not be, but who is she? What is she like? Da 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 da. What are
Mm-hmm.
you putting up with? Nah, I don't, that sound like some scallywag shit. We ain't doing that. Like,
Right.
and and it's been several times where they'll be on video call and they'll be doing something, and I just kind of look down and look at her, and I'm like, I don't like that one.
Oh. Do you walk
um,
off? Do you be like, oh, I don't like that? You just walk off and start eating the potato salad?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's just crazy, man. That's just crazy. That's
But you know,
but it's supposed to happen. I really don't think like if we look at our homes and our community like tribal, right? The family is the tribe, right? I really think like
mhm.
aren't you supposed to before you start dating or whatever somebody should be checking you, man. Somebody should be checking who you is. Somebody should be. You gotta go kick it with the sisters for a minute. Y'all need to go out for a second. Go to the park, man. Go get something to eat. So I can be able to see like, because I've seen that happen though in my family. Like they will set them up like go out with my cousins real quick, and I'll be hearing them when they come back from the interrogation. I'll be hearing them ask them questions when I was real little. I still remember that. They'd be like asking them all the type of stuff like so. Who was she with in high school? She this, that, and that, and blah, blah, blah. They going through the whole thing. And they going to give them, the girls going to sit down and stuff, and they going to be like on a council meeting and shit. And they going to be talking and smoking a little bit, and they going to just run it to him. All the things they
So
see back.
I didn't say bring them home when you was ready to marry them. I said bring them home. No, bring them home when you be like, okay, I think I like her. You know, this is the one. Like, I'm not moving around from female to female.
But you can't.
Okay, not.
Okay. Go ahead.
Let me meet her. Let me talk to her. Let me do all of this, and then we go from there. But I mean, yeah, the interrogation gonna happen either way. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna give my son the game and let him know how I feel about it. But ultimately, he got to make his own decision about it. And I've said to them before, like especially my older son, because he's at a man age now, to where I'm like, you see me, you see your daddy. You see me and your daddy ain't working. You see why we ain't work. You see who your daddy with now and how that go. You see well, I'm not with anybody now, but you see who I was with and why that didn't go. So if anything, you need to look at the shit that me and him is making mistakes on and make sure you don't deal with the same shit.
That's cool. Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah. Like you see what it is, so you don't need to mirror this. Pick something different.
So okay, so
you know
I'm asking this. I'm asking this. So is it because obviously it's a generational gap, right? Mom and son, right? Two different generations, right? So do the kids ever say like, "Yo, mom, you don't know what's going on out here in these streets like that"? You know what I'm saying? This ain't, you know how you try to flex on them parents and shit like that. How do you handle?
No, because I'm still in the streets. No, because I'm still in the streets.
That's some gangster shit right there. You be like, yeah, I'm still out here, man. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I know all this.
No, because I'm still yeah. Because even like even my time frame of when I was with my daughter's father and I was basically home and I wasn't like literally running the streets or whatever.
Right.
I was still always connected to the streets in some type of way. So I would know shit that's going down and I would already text them and say some shit and they'll be like, dang, how you knew?
Oh,
and I always and I used to be like, I don't got to be in the streets to know what's going on in the streets. I've done so much and I know so many people and I've already made my mark to where my loyalty is already set. And they know that whatever comes to me ain't going to be floating around everywhere else. So I probably get information that ain't nobody else going to get because they know I'm not going to run my mouth. So I'm putting you up on game to watch this, and this, and move this, and this.
Right.
Like move accordingly. Yeah. So.
Right. Yeah, because that's one thing that I'm I'm trying to instill in my son too. Is like I don't want to be what's the word? So overprotective. I think like I need to put tools in your toolbox. Like I need to you run into a situation, you got to like when it's time to make the choice and decision, I gave you something already. You know what I mean? Look at what I gave you. You know what I'm saying? Look how I told y'all to handle a situation like that. And you can use that. Like, you know what I mean? And that's it. Because I'm not going to be there every time, dude. It's not going to happen. Because back in the day, they used to be like, I remember my mom and them used to be like, they used to say like when you used to get the whippings and stuff back in the day, right? You get your ass tore up and stuff like that. They used to be like, the reason we did it is because before you did something, we trying to put this image in your head. What's gonna happen if you make the bad decision? You know what I mean? So so if you out here stealing motherfucking stereos and shit like that, when a dude asks you to come do it with him, you something we were supposed to do something to make you pop up in your head and be like, yo, I ain't about to do that shit because my mama about to, do whatever. My granny about to do whatever. You're gonna have to do that on your own. So that they kind of explained it to me on that. But now it's like a different ways of punishment now though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You gotta put that.
I've never, like, I can say I was a yeller. I was a yeller. But I never was a spanking or a beater.
Okay.
They now don't get me wrong, they got their ass toe up, but they got their ass toe up on some shit where like you absolutely know better, or I had to keep telling you some shit and you wasn't listening. Like it wasn't just a I'm finna beat you just because I'm finna beat you type thing. And I've always given them freedom with I don't want to say freedom with the leash, but enough freedom to go out there and roam, but not enough to get lost.
Okay. Okay. I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not enough to get lost. Like I was that mom where literally my front door was never locked. And I remember when I met my daughter's father, he was like, "How the hell? Why the hell is this front door always unlocked? Anybody could just walk up in here. You in here sleep, the kids outside, and the door just open and da da." But I didn't have no fear. Everybody knew who I was. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't worried about it. And if you brave enough to walk in here and do some shit, then bring your ass on. But
That's a whole trap.
right, it's a
Yeah, you
whole
walking, you don't even know where you're going. Like, yeah.
Right, it's a whole try. If I'm comfortable enough to have my door open and it's unlocked and I'm in here asleep, then best believe it's a whole trap.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like,
saying. Like, yeah, no, you walking up in that, what you about? Yeah, man, it's about to be over for you. Right.
so they used to be outside all day running around doing what they do or whatever. But I was that mom when them street lights come on and when the sun come down, you got to be in the house because now I
Right.
can't see you. I don't know what's going on. This is when the stupid shit happens. Da 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 da. And I used to go, and if they wasn't, I went outside and I showed my ass to where the whole complex knew Makai and William were outside with the bullshit. Where y'all at?
Yeah. Because
And I
hey,
used to tell them, yeah, and I used to tell the other kids, y'all need to take y'all ass home too. What y'all out here late for? Like, go your ass home too.
I remember, I remember stuff like that because when you see them kids out there too long, you like, yo, you better go home. We don't want your mom to be coming
Yeah.
out here because sometimes the moms be like, why you tell my kids stuff to take their ass home, like, because it's like all the community and stuff like that. Because you how you say like you telling the other kids to go home. Yeah.
I didn't even know their mamas. I just didn't give a damn. Take your ass home because you don't know
Right.
what the hell was going on. But I had to realize, like, I was giving my props on that. Like, I had to realize it was a big thing because even though these parents didn't know me for real, they knew that somebody was looking out for their kids. I don't know who Makai and Willie Mama is, but I know at a certain time she's sending everybody ass in the door.
Right.
And I remember when the complex had a basketball tournament and all the kids was out there and I went out there to watch and the guy was like who are you, and just getting to know everybody. Hey baby. And I was like, I'm Makai and Willie's mom. And he was like, oh, you her? He was like,
Yeah,
yeah, all the kids talk
I'm about
about
to say, yeah,
yeah,
you gonna get that
all the
reputation.
kids talk about you and how you don't play. You don't play with them. Like, okay, I finally see who you are. And I was like, okay, well, as long as y'all know, yes, baby. Okay, well, go take a bath. So yeah, so it and that's how I've always been like. if I'm looking out for my kids, I'm looking out for everybody's kids. And
Yeah, that's how
before
it
I
is.
moved out into the country, my house was that house where everybody came to. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Where everybody was at, where everybody hung out, where everybody did what they did, as far as the kids are concerned.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, and I just leave that at that, because it does take a village.
Yeah, yeah. But
It
also, it's
really, really
like,
does.
does it matter who's in the village? Like, okay, so we had a discussion, right? We had a domestic violence discussion, right? And
Hmm.
on certain dudes in the community, I mean, they put their hands on a woman and all that type of stuff, right?
Hmm.
So they was proposing to me. It was like saying like, well, are we always going to be able to have the white man system or the white man court system be able to deal with a mental illness of a black male in our community, or do the men in the community go by the house and beat that dude ass for what he did to his woman? Which one is better?
I don't think nobody should beat nobody ass.
Okay.
I think that it should be a conversation had if it needs to be had. But I guess my whole thin line between that is, why I say nobody should necessarily beat nobody ass is because of the fact that you gonna go over there and beat that man ass, and she finna be right back.
So it don't matter. It
It
don't matter because
does.
you know what's going to happen? Okay, check it out. This was the experiment. It was like an experimental thing, right? Now,
Okay.
say we living in the village, we living in the community, right? And we have to be able to police our own community. Just say it's just one block, right? Just say it's one block around, right? And some woman get beat up or whatever like that, and the woman is going to do this. She's going to end up calling them. Okay, these are your scenarios. It's going to keep happening. She's going to call the police. He's going to be able to get some help and make them stop doing it, like he's going to do it himself, or something externally going to have to make them stop. Now, what's going to make them stop externally from her? Either she called the police, he gets locked up, go through all that type of stuff. He's still going to come back and be like, fuck the police. I'm still going to be able to do this. If he got his ass whooped by a bunch of dudes in the community, just say it was 3 of them. They went over there, they put some hands on him, nothing in the face, all body shots probably, you know what I mean? And by that's a black woman. You better not ever put your hands on another black woman in front of her. He not beating on her no more. That shit ends that night.
It might do.
It's
I
gonna and,
have somebody
you know what's
said,
gonna happen? You know what probably is gonna happen? He's not gonna beat her up. He's probably gonna be mad at the dudes that put those hands on him. Right? So he's gonna try to.
but I have also seen and heard of instances where other men have stepped in to do that, and because he's so much of a coward, he would still go home and take that anger out on her, so it made it worse.
Well, he didn't. Well, did that dude get beat up by the dude?
Yeah, I've heard of that being handled, and he still went home and did what he had to do.
So you
There's
gotta
a
keep.
comment here. The comment says, it does matter who is included in that village as long as the village is positive, and the morals and values are there.
Okay, so to that person who said that, right? Morals and
Hmm.
values also mean you gotta protect the people in the village. You can have a moral and values as far as like how you run the village, but damn, aren't you supposed to protect the people from the village from each other? Shouldn't there be an army within the village to be able to protect the people from each other and people from who's coming inside the village?
It should be.
Look, if
You're
that
welcome.
dude, if that dude, if that dude beat up that girl and he went back, oh wait, if he beat her up, some dude handling like boom, 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 boom. He go back and he do it again. The dude got to come back again with another dude and beat his ass again. It might take a process. You
It
know what I
might
mean?
take a
It's kind of like,
process.
yeah, it's like medicine. You got a headache, you just don't. The first couple pills might not work for your ass. Like you know what I'm saying?
So
So
my question to you is, for those coward and I really want to say a word on here, but I don't know if I should say it.
Okay.
But I'm cowards, fuck niggas and pussy niggas, as they say.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
For
ahead.
them MFers.
Right.
What happens when all of that happens and he takes the anger out on that girl and then she doesn't make it for them to be able to come back and handle it again?
Okay. So then you have to. I think if I was okay, just say if I was the leader of that army that was going to do that, right? What I would be able to do, I would have my people there, right? I would explain to them
Mm,
probably what's about to happen. That would be one step, right? I would explain to them
okay.
what's about to happen, and then you might get a warning depending on the situation, right? But what I will probably end up doing is me and my people would probably just do it like some street shit. We'll just catch you coming to the car, dude, and we'll just beat you up. And we'll tell you why we beating you up. You ain't gonna even know we did it.
Hmm.
Right?
So
Don't
it'd
you?
be
Don't,
like when
no,
the
I wouldn't
police.
even listen. Listen, I wouldn't take it. Wait. I wouldn't even. I wouldn't even. I wouldn't even give it. I wouldn't even give it her name. What I would do is I would have my people, and I would do it for a bigger reason. I was like, don't you ever put your hands on another black woman again in your life. We know what you do to black women. We know you've been beating them because I ain't the only one he beat. We know you've been beating on. I'm doing it for all black women from the past up to right now. Don't you ever put your hands on another black woman again like that. Be a better man. Be a stronger man. Don't be like that. Have better communication. You know how when you was little, you get with the whooping, you get the words with it. You get the instructions with the ass whooping. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so that's what you're gonna do? You're gonna give
Yeah,
the
yeah. That's what I
instructions
would
with
do
the
with
ass.
my army. I'm giving out instructions. I'm like, we ain't trying to do this to hurt you. We trying to do this to correct behavior. You know how your mom and them probably was doing, what grandma used to do back in the day? Be like, look, I love you, baby, but you
They
can't
said
be doing
true.
this.
They making comments. They say true, true, true. It said the more morals and values to know what is right and wrong is wrong. We all should know the difference. We all should know the difference, but unfortunately, a lot of people act like they don't.
Right. So you need enforcement in your community. So look, when that happens to one person, you know how the community is, it's going to spread. The other men are going to figure it out. The other man is going to figure it out. And then maybe you get crafty. Maybe when that situation happens, you might pass out a little flyer to the people in the community, be like, something against domestic violence. No black man in the community should be hitting on a black woman. Just say something like that. And then them dudes is going to change their behavior, man. They're not gonna be hitting on them girls again. It's gonna be like just how my granny said. It's gonna pop up in their head. I may go outside and get my ass whipped one day, dude, for beating on this woman. Like, what? It make you think. I think it was gonna make you think
Okay.
because you have to. Because the thing is, it's like who truly protects the black woman in the community? What army is there to, if something happens to not even just domestic violence, if the black woman needs some food, who is there saying like, hey, sis, I see you didn't get your food stamps this month. Come on, let's go. Let's go to the store and make sure y'all straight. Like, you know what I mean? The stuff, the necessities. Oh, you know what I mean? They get ready to cut your lights off, whatever like that. Okay, we got something in the community, like a little community situation. You know what I mean? Something in the box or whatever like that. Let me give you this 300, but you won't have to pay it back. But we don't want to see you get your lights cut off. Stuff like that. Like, who is the black woman has been on this planet for a long ass time, and she's done so much for her for other cultures, right? It's all people know this for other cultures, and specifically for that black male, she has earned that right to have that happen in her own community for her and her kids. She earned that. That's not something that should be a necessity. That should be an automatic protection. Like, and if you are not protecting the black woman in your community, we're gonna probably make you leave the community, or if you do something to her, something's gonna happen to you. That's how you change all that shit. Because everything else ain't worked. All that talking, these people be having. If you putting your hands on a woman like that, beating on her, like how you doing another dude, man, you got a mental illness problem, right? Something, yeah. We're gonna have to like, come on, man. Like, we should have to deliver you. The black woman should have to deliver you to the white courts to be able to make you change some shit. That should not happen. You shouldn't have to go to jail time, though. Like, we're not really like if this was my army, like we're not really.
I think I agree with you, but I also think that enough of us as Black women should stand up and not allow ourselves to be disrespected in that manner. As far as once you found that out, sis, and you stop letting him back so quickly.
But I think you don't let him
Like,
back at all, right?
I mean, everybody has their reason. They might feel like they changed, they grew up, whatever the case may be. But until you know that, that's why I say so quickly. Until you know that, and until that man that went through some shit, to understand some shit, to see some shit, to go through some shit, to get some shit. Like,
Right.
stop saying, oh, he changed, he's having a hard time, he this, he that. No, I might reach out to a family member or a friend and say, hey, your boy over there struggling, you might want to go help him, da 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 da. But
Mm.
I'm not finna go pick his ass up.
Mm, 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 mm,
I'll throw his ass an apple if he hungry. But you not finna cross my threshold. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of the mistake is when a lot of women find an out, they either one don't take it because of whatever reason it is, whether it be kids, financial, I don't know, whatever it is, they either don't take it or they do take it and they come around back around too quickly. So there's no lesson learned.
Hmm.
So
That's why you
I
gotta put.
think
That's why you gotta put the hands on him. That's why you gotta put the hands on him.
that's why you
Yeah,
gotta put the hands on.
that's
Okay.
how you gotta put the hands on him. You gotta put that. You gotta go.
Okay.
You gotta. You gotta. You gotta catch him. You gotta catch him coming in at 5 o'clock in the morning, getting ready to go to work. You gotta go to work with them black eyes. Like, he
Okay.
gotta go to work with that. I bet you he
Okay.
stopped. I bet you he gonna
Okay.
stop you. I bet you that is gonna be a prime effective measure. He is gonna stop because he ain't gonna know where it came from. And my army may not, if it was like me, like it could be depending on the situation. Like, we may not even say anything to you, just might just get beat up. And it's the fact that he gonna be so worried about who beat him up, he ain't gonna be thinking about beating that girl up. If you're gonna see that knots and stuff on his face, you gotta have knots on his face. It's gotta happen. He gotta face her. If she got a black eye, he needs something. He needs something. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So they can look at each other and she can be like, baby, what happened to you? And he can look at her and say, baby, what happened to you? And then the woman
Oh,
could
I don't. I don't think I would say that. I don't think I'd be like, "Baby, what happened to you?" I'd be like, "That's what your ass get. Somebody beat your ass. Oh, now you see how I feel.
see what I'm saying? See what
Now
I'm
you see how I feel.
saying?
Oh, you did all of that to me, but you went out there and got your ass beat. Oh,
Yo,
okay.
yes.
That's my mouth. I'm just being honest with you. That's
Right,
my
right, right,
mouth. I
right,
ain't
right.
gonna be like, "Oh, baby, what happened to you? Let me make
Right.
you feel better." I'm gonna be like, "Oh, you got your ass beat. That's good for your fuck ass."
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah. right, right, right. But I was thinking like more on a sarcastic. You know, women be sarcastic, like, damn. They all know they already set that on up. Like, damn, you got some knots on your hands? Like, what happened, man? Like, you know what I mean? Being sarcastic, you know.
I mean, I might ask what happened, but in me asking what happened, I'm gonna still be like, "What happened?" Because that was good for your ass.
Yeah. The thing is something has to happen. Something drastic has to happen to protect the black woman more from the black male. Something has to happen. And maybe I think maybe getting your ass whooped, for about good 2 or 3 minutes is better than going to a white judge doing 2 or 3 years. Right? We're not trying to take you away from your family and you from being a good father and none of that type of stuff. We're not trying to remove you from the household. We're not trying to put you in no prison cell or nothing like that. We're just trying to. We need to jar something in your brain to make you understand because something's obviously loose where you feel like you could beat up on your own woman and you got kids and all that from it. So something's going on. So we just got to hit some brain cells, maybe a couple of them punches, you know, rearrange them brain cells or something like that. You feel me? And you just be like, oh shit, damn, I shouldn't be doing that shit.
Bobblehead their ass back to reality.
That's what I'm saying. Something like that need to happen, man. Like, where's the protection? You gotta get some protection over that black man. It's too much. She done too much, man. She done done too much. She done too much sacrifices. Something need to happen. Something has to happen. There's I can't see it no other way. Like, And it's not like it's another culture. It's her
Right.
own one, new. Like, come on, new. Now I know a lot of black males there say, well, the white man doing it in his house, the Spanish dude doing it in his house. I'm gonna tell them the same thing what my granny used to tell me. I don't give a fuck if they jumping on the couch in somebody else's house, down in Timmy's house. You don't jump on the couches here. I don't give a fuck what they doing over there down the street. I remember saying that. That's why when I hear them saying, I'm like, yo, I remember that when I was little. I used to use that as an excuse. But Timmy and their mom and stuff, they can stay up to 10 o'clock. Pop, you gonna get it, dog. Like, this ain't Timmy house. You want to go by Timmy house? Go
Right.
by Timmy house. I'm gonna take you over there right now. You go live with Timmy if that's what you feel like is gonna happen.
Right.
Like, stuff like
Right.
that, right? So they try to use that like another culture. Now we're talking about this culture. We're talking about this community. Like, we're not worrying about what the white man or the Spanish man is doing. This, and we're looking at what you doing, dog. Like, y'all both done came up through a lot of crazy. So why are you doing that to her? What's the problem? And sometimes talking ain't gonna be it. Talking ain't gonna be it, man. It's gonna change. Like, the black males in the community, you just need them just to come out the dark, man. Come out the dark
Okay.
and make that happen. And I think I'm looking at effective change in behavior, like quickly, like instantaneous. I'm looking
Right.
at it instantaneous. I'm not looking at no drawn out process. I'm thinking like, yo, stop that tonight. I
Right
think a lot
now.
of them will stop it, dude, in the community. I think it will spread. I think it will stop. I think the problem would be the mayor will probably go trying to find the people who beat them up. But then if you don't know who did it, you're gonna be scared every day going to work. You're gonna be scared. Coming at 5 o'clock the next time.
I'll be in the bushes like, ha! You scared, nigga?
You gotta go and take your ass out there. What you scared for? You got, baby, can you watch me turn the porch light on? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like, turn the porch light on.
Turn it, and turn it on, shut the door, and turn it back off real quick.
Yeah,
Are you
man.
scared?
Fuck with him a little bit. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think some gotta stop, man. Some gotta stop. Like,
Yeah.
what would be your solution as far as like protection over the black woman? What do you think the black male should do more for the black woman?
As far as protecting the black woman, I feel like the black male should. I don't want to say. I want to say listen to her, but I don't want to say listen to her.
Okay,
I
stop.
want to
Why not? Let's start right there. Come on.
because
That's one.
I want you to actually comprehend what's being said. But and the reason why I say I don't want to say that is because I want the black women to also be able to communicate effectively without the nagging and the but and the all of that.
Okay,
If
time
that
out.
makes
Time out.
sense.
The nagging because she done told him 100,000 damn times, man, the same shit, and he just keep on
It
doing it. Is
depends.
that nagging?
It depends on the situation. It could go either way because you do have that instance where it's like I keep talking to you, you don't fucking hear what I'm saying.
Right.
But then you do have the instances where just she's fucking annoying.
Okay. All right.
So it depends on the situation. Each situation is different, and you have to govern it accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think there's a lack of comprehension there when it comes to the black male and the black female. They don't understand each other fully because everybody's trying to be heard and not understand what the other person is saying.
Okay. I got a
I do.
question for you. Do you think because of that dynamic, do you think the black woman and the black male should be in interracial relationships? Somebody from a different culture. Will somebody from a different culture understand the black woman more than the black male? What? Why not? Why not? Why not?
and it's just my experience, and my family is very mixed. We
Okay.
have we have more biracial kids than full blown nigga kids.
Mm-hmm. Right, right.
Just honestly and truthfully, I think I'm probably in my generation or in my thing, I'm the one who has the full blown all black children. I don't, even my nieces and nephews, I don't have a full black niece and nephew, full blown.
Mm-mm.
They're all mixed.
Okay.
They're
Okay.
all mixed. And I've never dated a white man, but I have dealt with Spanish.
Okay. Time out.
And
Right. All right.
and
Wait.
my
Wait. Let me
mom
ask
has
you.
dealt with Asian.
Let me ask you a
Okay.
question. Let me ask you a question. So why haven't you dealt with a white man? Was it because of what
I'm
reason?
not I'm not attracted to them.
Okay, you're not attracted to what part of them? Like, is it skin color?
All of them.
Oh, all of them. What you mean by all of them, man?
Now I can't say I have seen a white man. I have seen a white man, and I'd be like, he's a nice looking man, but there's no attraction there for me to say I want to be with him.
Mm.
I can say that's a nice looking man, but that's as far as it goes.
So if there was a nice looking man and he respectfully asked to, like, let's go out for coffee or something. Let's go out and have some fun. Like, not have some fun. That could be taken another way. Let's go out and have some coffee. And let's just spend like a moment, like a small little like lunch date or something like that. Would you go?
Yeah, I would go, but it would never be a relationship.
So you will try to stop it off top. You wouldn't let it.
Yeah,
You wouldn't let it grow.
but the thing is, I just told somebody today who was a black male, and I was like, listen, just because I flirt with you don't mean I want to be with you. Hold on, stop.
Mm. Right,
Like,
right.
stop. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like, I just me me ex- I can't say experiencing because, like I said, I've never been with a white male, but
Okay.
me just seeing the things that I have seen in an interracial relationship, and maybe it's different when it's a black woman and a white male. Again, I've never seen that. All I've seen is the white woman with the black male.
That's
You know
all
what
you
I'm
seen?
saying? That's all I've seen.
Mm.
I've never experienced a full relationship. I've never had the opportunity to see and experience how a black woman and a white male interact. I've never had that. I've been able to see that, but I have seen a lot of white women and black males together,
It is okay. Let me
and
go ahead.
I don't really, everybody love who they love, but me seeing the dynamics and the struggles and the little side comments that I didn't mean it that way, and the misunderstandings and all of that, I ain't got time for shit like that.
It is a crazy. Listen, I've been around both of them, right? Right. I've been around both of them. I'm gonna tell you this crazy dynamic that I see. This is based on my perspective. The white male and the white woman, right? I'm just this is all my perspective. This is what I've seen based on multiple situations. This is the common denominator in all of them. The white male and the white woman wants to help their partner. Now remember, their partners are black, right? They want to help their partners to do so much, right? To help them so much that because they feel bad and responsible for what the ancestors did to those black people's ancestors. So if I'm a white
I
man,
don't believe that.
I've seen it. I've seen it, and I've seen it, and I heard him say
I
it.
mean, it might be, but I
This
haven't
is
seen it to say that I believe it from my perspective of what I've seen it.
right. So when you
I,
get the white, so when you okay, let's check this out. When you see the white man with the black woman, right? That white man is not trying to beat that black woman up and do nothing bad to her because he has to answer to her brothers and her dad and all that shit. He not, but they coming over there, right? They you know what I mean?
right.
So he treating her totally different. If the white girl did not grow up in the hood and just say she was you know, just a lily white girl, or whatever. The black male usually is trying to take advantage of her. Like he really, by her being a square, he trying to get everything he can out of her, and he still loved the black woman. Like so, it's like
Um, I don't know, because like I said, what I've seen is, oh, and I have to be careful with my choice of words because, like I said, my dynamic.
okay.
But what I have seen is what my honest truth is. There's only one interracial relationship that I've seen in my family that I'm close to, enough to be close to it. And this person has had 3 of these women, right? And me being around these women and the amount of time that I've been around these women, I don't know the in and out of their actual relationship of why, the other 2 didn't work and this one is sticking. That's not my business. Every relationship goes through something. But I can honestly say, out of every interracial relationship that I've been around closely, it's only one that I have never heard about or heard directly
Mm.
of the white woman having something slick to say that should have been taken the wrong way, and I don't understand why you not taking it the way the fuck you should take it.
Mm. Mm.
And that's just my perspective.
Okay, okay, that's valid. That's valid. Yeah, that's valid. Yeah, what you seen
That's just my
count. Yeah, what you seen count.
yeah.
Yeah,
It,
yeah.
yeah. So that's just my perspective. And
Mm.
like I say, it's certain shit where like I'm cool, but I know when you get to a certain whatever it is that you get to, it's like your tongue get a little too loose, and that ain't what's up.
So the white woman tongue a
And
little bit too loose.
a little too loose, and that ain't what's up for me.
Okay.
And I've seen it more than once in several different relationships, and I've never spoke on it directly
Mm.
um to my loved one or them. I think it was only one person that I had a direct conversation with, and the only reason I had this direct conversation with is because she came to me to admit her wrongs on what she had said to my loved one, and I straight up told her that's why I don't fuck with white people.
Mm. Okay.
And I
So
told her like
let me ask you this question.
that's why I won't. And when I say fuck with, I mean that's why I won't date y'all, because that shit right there is it's not cool. And again, the only reason I spoke on it is because she brought it to me to attention for me to have that one-on-one conversation with her.
Okay.
Other than that, I mind my business and I keep it moving.
Okay. Let me ask you this question. What what I was gonna say? Did the person who's in a relationship, right? The dude, right? Did he accept that way of how she talked to him? Where she felt like she could talk that to somebody else? That's one part of it. I can't hear you.
No, I was
Okay,
talking to my daughter. That's why I muted it.
okay.
Yeah,
That's probably
they
why.
accepted it.
That's probably
They
so.
accepted it. And that's why and that's why I say I don't understand, and that's where I went back to say I don't understand why you don't understand why that's disrespectful, and I don't understand why you still there.
Okay.
But that's not my place to say nothing, because I've been in relationships where I'm pretty sure my family be like, bitch, I don't understand why you still there.
Right,
You know
right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
So I don't speak on it because that you got to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? But in my mind, in my logical thinking, or whatever the case may be, I, I just rather put up with the bullshit of my black man than put up with the bullshit of another race, and I feel like it's a racist thing.
Okay. All right. Okay, that's fair.
You know what I'm saying? Because disrespect is disrespect on all levels.
Mm.
So I'd rather put up with just blank, and it sounds crazy, but I'd rather just put up with blank disrespect than put up with racial disrespect.
Okay.
You,
Now,
you understand what I'm saying?
if
Like,
I look at, go ahead.
yeah, that's just my thought process. Like, I don't want nobody to be slipping, saying some slick shit. I don't want nobody to be like, I'm gonna feel some type of way there. But
Right.
if we just having an altercation and you just being disrespectful or saying whatever out your mouth on just a level, I can go back and forth with you then, and we
Mhm.
can get over it and move on, apologize and everything else. But
Mhm.
if we now down in a culture or making me feel a way that I can't vibe with it.
Mhm. 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 I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. So let me ask you this question. So I mean, how much time we got? We got some time.
We already over hour. You already know how you do. Go ahead.
I'm just saying. Okay. Okay. It might be my last one. Okay. So why, when black women see a black male date a white woman or be with a white woman, or it could be vice versa, right? It could be, a black man seeing a black woman with a white person. So we look at interracial relationships. Why is
Hmm.
there an immediate like, why you fucking with her? You lose your black card. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. Why do black women have a problem with that? Because a lot of
I
black
can't answer
women.
that question.
Go ahead.
I can't answer that question because I don't fall
Mhm.
under that category.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay.
Yeah, I don't care who you date as long as they're not doing that slick, underhanded, disrespectful shit that doesn't need to be that you don't need to let slide. I have somebody who said you cannot say that all white people because goes back further than that. People are not born to be racist. It's taught. So, yes, we realize that, and we're not saying all white people. We're speaking on our experiences.
Yeah. I'm saying.
But so I can't answer that question because I don't feel that way. I don't care who people date. Again, like I told you, my whole family is a rainbow. The
Okay.
only thing that disturbs my spirit is the few relationships that I've been around where I've heard and experienced and was told about some slick shit that was said that I don't understand why you're not taking that as serious as it should be taken.
Okay. I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you.
That's it.
Okay. I got you. I got you. All right. So yeah, I could keep going. I mean, I can be at a stop.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So let me see. So well, go ahead. So like even in my situation, so speaking from a black male perspective, right? And I really don't like calling myself a black male, and people have a problem with that, right? So the reason, so and let me touch on that. So I try to understand like what does being black really mean? If somebody says, if I say I'm a black male, is that skin color? Because I'm chocolate, right? So is it skin color or is it culture, right? Which one is it? Because black is an adjective on a noun. So you're describing a male, right? You just by saying black male, you're describing what that male is. So I'm trying to figure out, is it skin color or is it culture?
Go look in your room. Turn on your light in your room and go look in your room. I mean, everybody has their different views on this because I actually just seen a girl post the other day and said, I'm not a black woman. Stop calling me that.
What was the
Um,
reason? What was the reason?
I ain't ask her. I ain't ask her.
Yo, I would. Yo, I bet. Yeah, look, I check this out. Check this out. I'm gonna interject and say this. I bet you back in your teenage years, you was dangerous, dude. I bet you
Why
was
you say
dangerous.
that?
You was dangerous, dude. You was dangerous as hell, man. You had to be a
Why
leader
you
of some.
say
You had to be a leader of some type of gang, dude. Yeah, man.
that?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
How?
You was dangerous.
How?
You was dangerous. You was dangerous
How?
back in them days. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How?
You was dangerous. You
How
was
do you
gangster back
wait?
in them
Now we're
days.
gonna back up. We're gonna switch the subject now. How do you get that perception of me? Like how?
It's just, I feel that way. I feel like back in them days, dude, you had, yeah, man, yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I think,
Why? What?
okay, you gangster with it now, right? You to the point, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like you kissed nobody ass and all that type of shit, right? I feel like that, right? But then it's kind of like this is a more mature you. So I'm kind of going back, like, what is the immature you was like before you got all this knowledge on how to carry yourself, before you got all this wisdom on how to be as a woman, when you didn't know too much? That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about 14, 15, 16. I'm talking about like coming into high school. Yeah. We don't gotta talk about it. Yeah. We talking about coming into high school, dog. Coming up out of puberty, coming into high school. Yeah. As a female, what, in Tampa? Oh my God. Stepping through, okay. Stepping through Sulphur Springs. Yeah. What was I just named the hood just like I knew all the hood. Yeah, stepping over in that. Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't. I can say I was very disrespectful.
Okay. All right. That's what
I was
most gangsters are disrespectful. Most gangsters are.
I was very disrespectful, and I didn't care.
Yeah. See, most
I
gangsters don't care
I,
either.
I don't.
Right.
And well, I get, and I didn't, and I still to this day I don't hold fear, and I don't hold fear, but I move in a way to where I don't get tricked off the street. So never get fear confused with strategic moving.
Okay. I got that. I got
You,
you.
you know what I'm saying? A lot of people confuse people be like, oh, she's scared or he's scared because they ain't pop off, or they feel like they got the upper hand, or they don't want up somebody. Not realizing strategic moving is so much more powerful than moving in emotion.
Right. So it's kind of like, all right, I'll be in here in a second. It's like saying like, yo, I need to walk away before I catch this light bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me go walk around the corner. Because I already know what's about to happen. I'm about to get life out here, dude. Fuck around with your ass. I don't mean to curse.
Fucking around with you. Fucking around with you. I'ma get life. And but don't ever think the block ain't gonna be circled. Just know that this ain't the time to be reacting to something, because your emotions is too high. So sometimes you gotta calm down and come back on some shit later.
Yo, I've been in y'all hoods over there, dude. If you say some of y'all hoods, dude, I don't remember their names like that. But if you said the name, I'll probably know you.
The hoods?
It was this one project I was in, dude. I forgot the name of it, dude. It was crazy over there.
We don't have too many of them. What was it? Central Park? Ponce de Leon?
No, say another one.
Ponce de Leon?
No, there wasn't that one.
Belmont Heights, Jackson Heights.
Belmont Heights was one. But they used to say Springs. Huh?
Okay, Sulphur Springs.
Sulphur Springs is one of them. It's another one.
Nucio.
Like the name of a lady.
The name of a lady.
Yeah, it's like a project, like Rose or something.
I'm not. Why can't I think of what you're talking about?
It was a Rose.
I don't know.
And I remember. Oh, I'm gonna tell you the first hood I went to when I came down there. North Boulevard.
Oh, okay.
That big old project.
Okay.
With all them houses before they tore it down.
Yeah, West Tampa. Okay.
Yeah, that's the first one I went over there. And yo, check this out. Check this out. I'm hollering at the dude, right? So because you know when you go to a new city, you're trying to find the trees, right?
Yeah, put some lotion on.
And I'm trying to find the tree, and somebody ran off with my $20, right? And I'm in a hood. I don't know nothing about looking for this dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy though. And then and a couple people, they was like, "Yo, you in North Boulevard looking for something?" I was like, I didn't care. All right, because I don't know. I'm like, you just ain't about to run off with my $20 like that. I'm about to find out where you at. Like, you know, I'm over asking people. I'm doing gang etiquette. I'm like, yo, I need to talk to the leader of y'all people. Like, when I seen this dude over here, like, because if I find him, I want to touch him up. But I know in certain hoods, I can't hit nobody unless I got permission, right? So I need to like ask, who this dude affiliated with? You know what I mean? Because I had his name, I knew his name. right? So I'm like, and they was like, oh, dude, right there, we don't fuck with that dude. Or we don't fuck. I'll say, oh, okay, so you've been doing this shit to people. Okay, all right, I got a free pass. I'm gonna find your ass. And I finally found him. So you know what he did?
And you what?
He tried to take my $20 to make more money off my 20, right? And then try to give me the weed later on in the day, dude. Like for real, dude. Yeah, dude. Yes, that's what he did. Dude. He told me because when
Can
I finally found him, I found him like 5 or 6 hours later. It was way later. When I finally
right.
found him, he had the weed. He was like, "Man, I was just about to come get you, dog. I was just about to come get you, man. I just ran into a little something." And I'm sitting, and so I'm not. All this time, I'm thinking like when I find you, dude, like it's probably gonna be a situation between us, right? I'm not even sure. But since he had the weed, I'm like, okay. Then I'm trying to figure out why was you gone so long? Like, what happened? Like, I'm trying to figure out. I'm in a new city. I'm trying to. This is like new culture for me. He's like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
man, I was trying to double up on a little stunt, man. I just had to make a couple plays real quick, but I didn't forget about you, man. I didn't forget about you and all that type of stuff, right? So
Right.
I was like, all right, then fine. So I figured it out. I'm like, okay, this is how they getting down in Tampa, dog, North Boulevard. Yeah, that
And
was
but
crazy.
the funny thing of it is I didn't grow up in the hood or the project.
Really? Wait, so where you get your gangster etiquette from?
My mom's side of the family is South Side Chicago.
Oh Midwest. Oh, okay, up this way. That's where I'm at. I'm in Milwaukee,
Yeah,
dog. So yeah. Oh, they
yeah.
brought that down
So,
there, or you came up here?
oh my goodness. No, so and it's funny because there's so much of a big. I don't know. You got sushi in the refrigerator. I got sushi in the refrigerator for me. Yes. I don't know who ate all the chocolate bar. Maybe it was you because you was really hungry. Okay, baby. Maybe it was me. All right, we'll get some more tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Um. So, and it's funny because there's so much of an age gap. Thank you. There's so much of an age gap between me and everybody else who came from Chicago. Like I was the only one who was born here in Tampa. Everybody came migrated down from Chicago or
Oh,
whatever.
snap. Okay. I bet they loved it in
Yeah.
Tampa, didn't they? Oh, I know
I
they
mean,
loved it in Tampa.
so, and if you run into my family now, you would never believe that they have that gangster in them. I'm the
Mm.
only one who they be like, you the only person who ain't grew up in the hood, around the hood, with the hood, da 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 da, but always be in the hood, act hood, is hood. Like how did this come? And
Right, right,
so I
right.
really can't. I really can't answer that. All I can say is it's in the bloodline because it wasn't nothing that I experienced or that I was around growing up. But when I was thrown to the jungle to survive in it, I knew how to survive.
Mm. So you feel it? So you think it's like genetics? You think you just had it in you?
And that's the only thing I could think of because I didn't grow up in a ghetto or hood household.
Mm. Okay, okay, okay,
And I can
okay.
honestly say that I didn't.
I got you. I got you. So that, yeah, that is.
But I had to receive my ways and my wisdom and my knowledge from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you
And
did
it
you feel
wasn't
like?
because.
I mean, ask you a question. Did you
Go
feel
ahead.
like when you went into the jungle, did you have that feeling like, yo, I could survive this shit? Like I'm gonna
I
survive.
did survive it.
Yeah, but when I'm saying like when you get put into it, like some people figure it out like later on. But did you figure out like once you was faced with certain stuff like the first time, did you feel like, yo, I could survive this? This ain't, you know what I mean? I can handle this. Like I'm gonna handle
I guess so, because I ain't never leave it.
it. Okay, okay, okay,
So
okay, okay.
I had to think something because it didn't run me out.
Mm.
You know, and I never planted myself in one particular hood. I was everywhere. I was in Sulphur Springs, I was in Belmont Heights, I was in West Tampa.
Mm.
I was all over, and I never claimed the hood. I moved around wherever the fuck I wanted to move around.
Mm.
You know, and I have a best friend, and I've always done stuff solo. I never needed a crowd,
Mm.
and I have a best friend now, and she'll tell you, she'll be like, there's times where I would have to call her to mind you, we in high school and shit, and I'm calling her 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, like a motherfucker just tried me, so I just left the house, or I just got out their car, cause fuck them, I ain't on that shit. I'm over here. I need you to come get me. And she like, bitch, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. What the fuck you mean?
Right.
Right. What you mean you walking in the middle of the hood at 2 o'clock in the morning, a bitch tried you and you just jumped out they shit and said fuck them. Like what you got going on? And that was just me. Like I never, even though I have friends, still to this day, I have a slew of friends that are 100% loyal to me. But I never, if I have to handle something, I'm going by myself.
That's a gangster
going by
move.
myself.
That's a gangster move.
I've never incorporated any of my friends in my bullshit. I've always moved alone and did what I had to do alone, because for one, ain't nobody gonna tell on me. So if I don't want it to know, if I don't want it to be found out, it's not gonna be found out, because I ain't take nobody with me. And for two, if something does pop off and I got to get out the area quick, or God forbid I go to jail or what, thank God I've never been in jail, but anything happens or whatever, if we both in that motherfucker, who gonna come get me?
Yeah, that's that South Side Chicago. see how you methodically playing that shit on now, dog? That's the gangster.
I do.
That's what's
and
up.
I remember, and I could talk about it now because everybody knows what it is. But I remember when my boy's father was messing with this female, and she really thought that she had the upper hand on some shit. I don't even remember exactly what she did, but she did some slick shit. And I kind of let it go or whatever and moved around. And we had this gathering or whatever, because all of us were close. You know what I'm saying? Like we had a high school family ship where when our aunt, or when their aunts, or I call them aunts too, because you know family don't always have to be blood. When they threw these parties or gatherings or whatever, we all had to be around each other. They was the wife, the ex-wife, the baby mama, everybody was in one place. We was partying and we was getting along, and that's how it had to be. Like, y'all fix that shit. It is what it is. So we was all at this party together, and I knew, oh, we all in one place together, so I know where y'all ain't. I'll be right back. Where you going? I need to go to the store.
Hit him with the store move.
And my homegirl was like, bitch, I don't know what you finna do, but I know you up to something. I see you when you get back.
No, okay. You don't want to see me when I get back.
I came back. I did come back. I was doing what I was doing. And I literally went where this female stuff was, gathered all her shit, and threw that shit in the dumpster.
Yeah.
So she came back to nothing. Like
she came back. So did she ever find out that you was the one?
And she, probably later on in life when we was all grown and it don't matter no more.
Not around that time though.
Not around that time, because I'm never gonna incriminate myself, because that's breaking and entering. That's breaking and entering, theft, and all that other shit.
Right.
So when it was approached to me, I was like, "Did you see me do some shit? How the fuck I'm gonna do some shit? I'm at the party with y'all. The fuck I went to the store, and did I come back with a soda? Hell yeah, I came back with a soda, because I went to the store.
Oh, you had the soda. The soda. So where you was at too. Look at that. I see you.
I went to the store.
Yeah. I got you. That's what's up.
Yeah. So that's why I say it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And you don't always have to move in the moment, because when the right opportunity presents itself for you to be able to do what you have to do, you'll be able to do it without the backlash of everything else. And I think that's what a lot of people, especially young people, don't realize. Everybody's so caught up on getting my revenge right now, and that's why you sitting in jail or sitting in the grave, or some shit done popped off that don't need to pop off, because you reacted in emotion instead of letting the right opportunity present itself, so that you don't get caught up in the shit.
Right. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Hold on a second.
Mommy, she's doing my hair. No. Girl, you definitely getting it done tomorrow. Your hair looks a mess. No. Yeah, whatever. I just can get my friend. I go get my friend to do my hair. No, you getting your hair washed tomorrow.
All right. I gotta get to little dude real quick, man. This dude disappeared in the house. I know where he at though.
Oh.
Yeah, you know how them kids be, man. You ain't paying attention to me. I'm about to make you come find me. I'm about to play some hide and go seek up in this house. Though.
But they say they too quiet. Where they at?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, I don't even hear him. I don't hear him no more, right? But I can hear him downstairs messing with some shit, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how he get my attention though. Because I knew when he peeped in here before, man, he was like, I got an idea. And I'm like, hold on for a second. And he on his idea. He's somewhere down there messing with some stuff. So just tell everybody, you know what I mean? We're gonna be back Tuesday next week. You know what I'm saying? Like that, back to the regular time and everything like that. And I gotta get fatherhood, man. I gotta get to him real quick. Cause he's gonna have butter and all type of stuff down there, man. It's like a lot of stuff down there. You know how them kids be writing on the walls, all type of stuff, man.
Ooh, not that I do know about. But okay, enjoy your night, and we'll see everybody next Tuesday.
All right, I'll see you later.
All right.
Later.